Hi there, this is President Scroob and welcome back to episode 2 of my Let's Play of UnEpic. I'm gonna start out this time just by talking about the fast travel features. So this little door right here is a fast travel door. If you look at the map right now, this one is sort of in the center, and just imagine this is the center of the map, and when we go in here, doors that are in like the upper left will correspond to the upper left area of the map. It sort of follows that tendency. All of these doors are closed and can't be opened from this side, so we'll have to discover them from the other end first. It's a pretty good fast travel mechanism. I like it a lot for getting around the map, and it's also fairly straightforward since, as I said, the location in that room corresponds to the location of the exit door on the map. Actually had to backtrack a little bit and restart. So this is a different game than the one that I started last time. The game has a feature if you want to skip to the first save point, if you just want to skip all of the story sequences. So I'm gonna have to start this game by grabbing the halo again and lighting some torches as I go, breaking some barrels. So that's a dagger. Daggers are pretty bad. I didn't talk about spears. Daggers and spears are the sort of not standard weapons in the game. Spears have a long range but swing slowly. Daggers have a fast swing but short range, and they do double damage if you're striking from behind. Unfortunately, the fact that they, like, the polearm swings slowly enough to be really a problem, and the dagger's range is so short to be really a problem that they don't really make... they're not good main weapons to use. Another problem is they're so bad against non-bleeding foes, like taking a dagger or... new armor. Taking a dagger or a spear up against skeletons, it just sucks. Satyr intestines. Key to the library. So if you like want to use spears or daggers, you're gonna need a different weapon anyway, which sort of sucks because well, I'm a little bit further away from leveling up because I lost all the experience from the opening. But when we level up, I will show you how the leveling system works and why it kind of punishes you for wanting to spec in multiple things. I'll just swing around a spear and a dagger a little bit just to show you. So here's me spearing things. I think there's a satyr to spear up here. Or not. Oh, there he is. Hello. He does not want to stand still. So yeah, it's slow. And I'll break these barrels, and then the next time I see enemies, I'll use the dagger. Like, I would like to use daggers because it's cool to backstab and shit, but I can't backstab every time. I don't think you even can kill him if you want. This guy does not have very much worth buying right now. Eventually we'll need some sparks of life. The golden box is kind of convenient. No, the pilgrim shell is convenient. The golden box is unnecessary if you know where the spirits are. That's a wand. I'm not going to use wands. Arrows are awesome, but I don't need any yet. I'm going to sell t-shirt and jeans. The spear, now that I've shown it. Don't need the satyr intestines, and don't need the bat wings. Rearrange my inventory a little bit while I'm here. Alright. Let's carry on. And we'll put the dagger on just to see what I can poke with it the next time I see something. Poke, poke. It's been a while since I played this, so I can't remember exactly the way that I'm supposed to be going, but oh, these are ants. That means that this dagger is going to be terrible against them, which illustrates why the dagger is sometimes not so great. See how little damage it does? Yeah, that's because ants don't count as bleeding. Maces are the weapon to use against them. A lot of the stuff in the early parts of the game you can't sneak up on, so yeah, I'm using the wrong weapon against the snake, too. To illustrate that point, we get the axe. So, the axe swings a little bit slower than the sword, but it does full damage to both bleeding and non-bleeding enemies. So there's none of this screwing around, switching weapons. Oh, I have to break a barrel, I can't use my sword to do that. Axe does everything. And it doesn't swing that much slower. That is why I am going to be using primarily axes on this playthrough, because I can jump swing everything. I think axes are just sort of... they're a bit overpowered. For convenience sake, the fact that you only need to invest skill points in one skill to have a lot of versatility in your attacks, axes are just really good. Also, the first really good weapon you get is an axe, which makes the early game a lot easier if that can be your primary weapon. I doubt we'll get that far, get that weapon this video, but I'd say we'll probably get it next video. Secret walls. They still exist in this game. Unfortunately, all you get is money from that one, which is pretty shitty. This guy is walking away from me, so he doesn't see me, which is kind of cool. It's decent AI. So I can just whack him in the back. It's all good. That's our first ring. You can wear up to 10 rings in the game. This one is useless for me because it just increases damage by damage I deal with swords, and I'm not going to be using a sword anymore. I was just looking at that bookcase over there. Sword does technically have like the best weapon in the game, theoretically, with the Excalibur. It's available near the end, and on top of doing a whole heap of damage, it also does an extra 100 magic damage on top of everything. And that sort of makes swords worth it, but I don't think it makes... having gone that way the first time that I went through the... whoa, hello! Having gone swords the first time I went through the game, I think axes are just better. It looks like I'm getting a level the next time I kill something. There we go. Alright, so look at the leveling page. So I get 5 skill points every level. I can increase the level of any of these skills, and I'll get more skills, specifically magical skills, later. Whenever I put in a skill point, I increase damage, critical chance, and I think it's supposed to increase speed, the swing speed too, but I never really noticed it. You definitely always want to increase constitution because that increases your health. You definitely want to increase armor unless you're going like a mage. Armor's really good. And as I said, I'm going to be doing axes, and my secondary skill is going to be bows because one of the best weapons in the game is a bow that's just absolutely frickin' broken. So I'm gonna leave that last point, and I'm not gonna spend it, and I'll be saving those up for magic once I get a magical skill. I am not gonna go that way yet. I'm gonna go to kitchen first. Which, yep, it's over here. These guys are a huge walloping if you don't jump attack them. They swing pretty fast, and they do a good amount of damage. But if you get the first hit in with a jump attack, you stun them and you just keep them stun locked until you kill them. That's the door right there, but I'm gonna go up and kill these two first. Oh yeah, there are also bats up here. Bats that just hit me in the back. Hate bats. Screw bats. So this is the kitchen. So in order to create potions, you need a recipe, an empty vial, and the necessary materials. So this guy also sells essences, which are needed for potions and magical spells. Let's see, stuff to teleport here, and also recipes for spells. You see, when if I bought a recipe of my potion of minor healing, I would get 5 of those recipes. The recipe is consumed when you make the potion, which kind of sucks. So it's really mats heavy, and I honestly do not feel that the potions in this game are necessary. In fact, I am just going to sell these ones that I picked up. I'll keep healing potions around, but as far as scrolls go, they're just not necessary. And you have to load up your inventory like crazy in order to hold all the potion materials, like the bat wings and the satyr intestines that I've been selling. There are a lot of different kinds of potion materials, and I don't really want to carry them all around. So screw them. Oh yeah, in addition you need to invest the skill points to increase your alchemy skill. So it's also a drain that way. All in all, not worth the investment. Yep, that's basically the ticket to anything online, which I won't be taking advantage of. Yeah, eat that. Forgot to assign the halo to a hotkey now that I think about it. Alright. Ow. I think that's really the 3 things that I wanted to see. I don't really remember what's in this room, so I'm just wandering around at this point. It really makes a surprising difference, lighting torches. I found when I was going through earlier that I would lose a lot of life going through areas in order to light the torches the first time, and then sequentially, I mean, I wouldn't lose very much life at all. Of course, I was also a lot worse at the game back then. So that might have had something to do with it. am I going? I think that the next place I go is the mine, but I don't remember how I was supposed to get there. Good idea. Keep exploring. That's the point of the game. Since we are at the 15-minute mark, I am going to head straight here. So I am right here. So I moved from there to there, which roughly corresponds to where it shows up on the map. And I'm going to save. And then that's going to be it for this second segment of this Let's Play on UnEpic. I'm President Scroob and hope to see you next time. Thanks!